Hello, elite educators and purposeful parents. I am coming to you from a new location. You all are actually in my bedroom today. I'm trying different places to see what is the best lighting, what is the best space. Just trying new things, trying new scenery. I hope you enjoy the scenery in the background. I am Kimberly Deneen with Education Noir, where we help you level up your practice for student growth and achievement. And today, I want to talk to you about the Fulbright Teachers for Global Classrooms Fellowship. I am so excited that I am a 2020-2021 Fulbright Fellow for Teachers of Global Classrooms. And we call it Fulbright TGC for short. I actually have always wanted to be a Fulbright Fellow. I saw myself actually doing a year abroad, and I always wanted to do somewhere French speaking because I was a French major in college, and I wanted to just have that experience of living abroad and doing whatever Fulbright Fellows do. I didn't even really know what the program was all about, but I saw it once. I don't know if I was at a college fair or I'm not really sure where I first discovered Fulbright, but I saw it and I always wanted to do it. I ended up having a family right out of college. I got married early, kind of early. So I had a family, and I couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. And through my school district, my current school district, they send out something called proficiency papers. I don't know if it came through proficiency papers, which is our world language. It's like kind of like a digital newsletter, or if it was I think it was the district one. I can't remember what that's called. But anyway, they had that opportunity listed in there, Fulbright Teachers for Global Classrooms. And I was like, oh, wow. I was like, let me check this out. So I went on ahead and looked, did the research. I clicked on the link and I read everything I could on the website. And I was like, I think I qualify for this, I think I'm going to apply for this. So I applied and, I got the all the paperwork in. I got the recommendations that I needed. It wasn't a grueling process, but it was a little tedious, right? You had to have a lot of paperwork that you had to send in. You also had to have your administrator, someone, recommend you. And I was selected out of 75 people across the entire country. And I was so excited about that because it's been a dream that I kind of put on the back burner because of, family. I had a son, I had husband, stepkids, all that stuff. And I just was not able to do a whole year or 6 months abroad. But I'm now happy to tell you that I am a Fulbright Fellow. So part of the program is, they call it professional development, but it's a pretty long program to call it professional development. So we started, I think in October. I got notification in August that I was selected. And then I think we might have started at the end of September. So we had coursework that we had to complete. And due to the pandemic, these were all conducted virtually. So we had virtual platforms that we met on, and it was every week, and we had homework, we had things we had to do. Our culminating project for the program was we had to either write a unit plan or take a district unit plan, and we had to globalize it. We had to make it more tailor it to global education. But anyway, the program lasted from the end of September until December. So basically the same as a college course, right? A whole semester. And so I had the option of either using it as just a professional development, or I could pay a little extra and have it count as a graduate coursework. So I paid extra money to receive the graduate coursework because it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. We had to write we had to globalize our unit. It was called a global unit plan. We had to we had to collaborate with other teachers to do, what can I think of the name of this assignment we had to do? We had to collaborate with other teachers to do something with our students, with these other teachers. So what we decided to do, it was myself, a teacher in Hawaii, and a teacher in North Carolina. And we decided to give our students like several questions regarding their life before the pandemic and their life after the pandemic. And they all, they responded on a Padlet. So they did that twice. The first time they answered a set of questions, and then the second time they answered a set of questions. The second time it was, they had to do a global, a Google Earth project. So we had to collaborate with one another on that. And that was really fun, figuring out how I could use Google Earth within my classroom. I learned so many different technologies that I could use. I learned about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 development goals. I learned, I had already been exposed to the global competencies, and that's like investigate the world, communicating ideas, taking perspectives, and I can't think of the fourth one right now off the top of my head, but I had already been exposed to those. But what was new was the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. That was new, but also just looking at things more from a global lens and figuring out how I can incorporate that into my classroom. And then also just incorporating SEL more into my classroom and kind of like merging the two, global education and social emotional learning, for those of you who may not know SEL. Got a lot of jargon in education. But anyway, the process was, for me, it was very challenging because I commute for work. And you know what? It wasn't that challenging because I think we were actually virtual at the time. So what made it challenging was being on screen all day, right? And then having to be on screen again for this program. So I put, when you apply for the Fulbright TGC, you get to say like your first choice, your second choice, your third choice of places you would like to go, but you don't get the final say. I was really hoping for Morocco. But I did get placed in France because after you do your coursework, you're supposed to go directly into your field experience. However, due to the pandemic, we kept getting pushed back, right? Because again, mind you, I am a 2020-2021 fellow, so I should have traveled in spring of 21. But the pandemic, right? The pandemic stopped everything. However, I will be going to France this June 2022 to complete my field experience, and I'll be going to Paris and I'll be going to Bordeaux. So I'm excited about that. I've been to Paris, I've been to a few other places in France, but I've never been to Bordeaux, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be able to speak French for that week with native French speakers. That's exciting, and I'm excited to do my field experience. So the purpose of this video is to inspire you as an educator. And hey, even if you're a parent of a student who may be in college or high school, this is something that you can kind of, encourage them to apply for, because they can do a longer stint than I'm doing. They can do a year abroad or 6 months abroad with Fulbright. There are lots of programs, but this video is focused on Fulbright Teachers for Global Classrooms, Fulbright TGC. But the purpose is to inspire you to apply. They're going to cover everything. They're going to cover the expenses. They're covering everything while I'm there. So I just want to, challenge you and inspire you to apply. This program has made me look at teaching in a whole nother light. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to post the link in the description for you to find out more about Fulbright TGC. I'm going to also post the website, because that is my capstone project. The travel part is not complete yet. So I'm going to just post it anyway so that you can see the type of work that you would be expected to do. I will try to also post an example of another Fulbright Fellow. His name is Michael Pope. And he's done several fellowships. He's done the National Geographic Fellowship. There are lots of fellowships, and I say, apply for all of them, apply for them, because being able to travel on someone else's dime is priceless, right? I mean, travel is expensive, and on a teacher's salary, even more challenging at times. So to be able to travel on someone else's dime and to be able to come back and have an experience that has elevated your practice, that's priceless. So I'm going to put those in the description for you. And I ask that you show some love and tap that like button so that this video can get to more people. That it helps the algorithm, and it helps the video get to more people when you show some love. So tap that like button. And also, I ask that you comment in the post a comment and let me know if you have had the opportunity to participate in a fellowship such as Fulbright TGC or some other fellowship, or if you desire to do that and why. I'm telling you, it has definitely changed my entire practice and how I work with my content. I'm always looking at ways to infuse global education, and the resources that I got from this program are priceless. And the knowledge that I got from this program, priceless. So thank you so much for watching. Continue to level up your practice for student growth and achievement, and I'll see you in the next video. Come on, you all, show some love. Tap that like button if you got value out of this video. And if you're not yet part of the Education Noir community, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.